Hey people, I guess in today's podcast, I'm going to discuss how if you want something to change, to truly change in your life, in your external life, then you have to change your internal, okay? More often than not, we're focusing on the wrong things. It's kind of like taking drugs, right? You think that by taking drugs, you can solve the root of the problem, right? You can eliminate the root cause of the issue, but you can't, right? The only thing that a drug does is that it creates, not only does it create other problems in your body, as no drug is without a consequence, but also it also it causes you to just it eliminates the symptoms, and that's it, right? So in order to get to the root of the problem, you have to go within. Okay, so that's what we're failing to realize as a society. Okay, we're always going without. We're trying to change the external symptoms, I would say, right? We're working on the wrong things, we're focusing on the wrong things, right? And if you apply the Pareto principle, which is like the 20/80, right? Most of us are focusing on the wrong things instead of the 20% that we should be focused on, right? And so the Pareto principle can be applied here too. If you focus on the 20% of the things that truly matter, you'll be able to eliminate 80% of your problems, right? And so it's kind of like this here too, right? And so same thing applies to, for example, the presidential election, right? You can, like in America, right? So a lot of people think that they can still vote and things will change, right? But no, unfortunately, it's not that simple, right? And things are not going to change if we keep on doing the same stupid things over and over again and expecting a different results, right? Like, look back into the past, or okay, look back into history, okay? Has anything changed, really? Did it matter? Did it truly make a difference whether we elected a Republican or a Democrat? No, it didn't, okay? It did not, okay? Yeah, certain things were changed, okay? But at the end of the day, guys, okay? Um, these candidates, they're just simply we think that they can save us. We think that they can change us internally, but they can't, okay? It's an inner work. We have to change our mindset, okay? We have to change our beliefs. We have to change, and we have to eliminate this entire system that was based on lies, okay? This faulty foundation needs to fall, and along with it's our so-called leaders too. They need to fall too, okay? So the Republican, the Democrat, and all of that crap, all of that nonsense, the entire White House needs to go. We need to go within and recognize that we're actually the ones that are in charge of ourselves. We have to stop playing the victim, right? And we have to take charge of our lives. We have to take control of our own lives individually and recognize the fact that we are powerful and we are the light. We are the creators, right? We are the and we don't need to be led necessarily, okay? So that's that, there's that, right? And so of course in a fear-based in a fear-based matrix, we do need to be led, because you've been led to believe that you're merely an animal, right? And so there's someone that's out there who is an alpha, right? Or who is who holds a higher ranking than you, right? Who is more capable than you are, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I don't know, right? Maybe not so much spiritually, but physically speaking, right? Maybe they have more resources, so they are deemed the alpha, right? So basically, by voting, you're giving your power away. You're saying that all of this is true, right? You're agreeing to that, okay? So, yeah, they've made you believe that if you don't vote, then you're suppressing yourself. But in reality, what's happening here is that this entire system is actually suppressing us, okay? And you're by voting, you're saying that you're okay with that. You're okay to be led by psychopaths. You're okay to continue with this kind of system. You're okay with all of that. Okay, so you need to look at the bigger picture. If you want for something to change, you have to go within. Okay, so we have to recognize the fact that in order for our external to change, the internal world needs to change first and foremost, okay? Everything happens spiritually first, okay? The change takes place spiritually, and more often than not, it's a change that is not easy and it's not fast, okay? And you can, the physical, right, the physical manifestation of your inner change, the external, right, can come many, many, many years later, okay? So it's not always very obvious, okay? And so to the average onlooker, right, so to someone who is looking from the outside, right, it seems like nothing is changing, okay? While all the while, maybe you've been doing the inner work, right, and you've been changing spiritually. You've been working on your energy, right? And so, a lot of people might not see this change, but of course, eventually, sooner than later, they're going to see it, okay, and manifest physically too, okay? And they might be surprised, like, whoa, this person went from this to that. Like, how is that possible? Like, how did that happen? Like, almost overnight, right? But little do they know that it was a really, really long process, okay? And you've been working on this inner change for years and years and years, right? And so here's what we need to realize is that we need to go back to the internal world for all of our external world to change in a positive way, right? So we need to stop trying to fix the symptoms, okay? Like the presidents, for example, okay? We need to go within and actually get to the root of the problem and fix that in order to see true change externally as a collective, okay? So this is the message here, okay? The presidents, they're the puppets, right? They're like they're the puppets who are, more often than not, demonically led, spiritually repressed, right? Possessed more often than not, okay? And who knows what's behind them, okay? The devil, I suppose, right? Or if you consider, the Bible, right? As we're not fighting against the flesh and blood, right? But against the dark principalities of this world, right? So, yes, I'm guessing that, we are led by these dark entities, okay, that have been in charge for many, many, many years, right? And it's only now that this is beginning to change, okay? And for all of this darkness to come to light, we need to expose it, and we need to stop electing it. We need to stop agreeing with it, okay? And that means voting, okay? Voting is agreeing. Okay, it's agreeing to continue to be suppressed by these dark principalities. Okay, we need to reevaluate, and we need to, we need to take charge and go within and take control of our own power, of our own mind. Okay, and we need to start leading ourselves. Okay, in the animal world, yeah, perhaps there is an alpha, there's a beta, right? But when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to God, whoever stands with God, okay, whoever comes to their own light is extremely powerful. They become extremely powerful, so there's really no alpha or beta here, okay? You become a truly powerful being when you take charge of your life, when you go within, and when you stop looking to be led by someone that probably does not have your best interest at heart, be it a Republican or a Democrat. It doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe and enjoy your day, guys. Okay, I will see you in another video. Bye bye.